Okay, good day, grade 9. So let us talk about numeric and geometric patterns. So they're saying the pattern below is made using squares. As you can see, study the pattern and then answer the questions that follow. Right here. So we're talking about squares here. So let us go through this pattern. What I see here from the first pattern is that I have a square in the middle and then there are 4 squares around it. I also have a square in the middle and then I have 4 squares in the middle times another 4 squares in the middle again. Y1 and 2. Y1. So here again I have 4 squares here. I mean I have a square here. I have 4 squares and then another 4 squares and then another 4 squares rotating around this cross Y1. So we keep adding the 4 squares when I'm looking at this, just analyzing this pattern without using any formula, just analyzing this pattern Y1. So I have 1 here square plus 4 squares. I have 1 plus another 8 Y1. So I no longer add 4, now I have 4 more Y1. So I have 1 plus what now? Is 8 and then another 4 is now 12. So I keep adding 4 squares around Y1 on the cross. Remember, cross have 4 sides, right? On its 4 arms. So I keep adding squares on the arms, on the 4 arms. Y1. So without working out the common difference here. So my general formula here is Tn is equal to, right? So I have to multiply 4 by 1 since it's first term. So 4n. I multiplied by 2 to get an 8. I multiplied by 3 to get a 12. So n here, I keep multiplying it by these 4 squares I keep adding. It depends how many squares they are. In the first term, I multiply by 1. In the second term, I multiply by 2. I get an 8, right? But after all that, I always have this square I keep finding here, which is the middle square here. Can you see that? Right. I keep having the square. It's constant. It is there. That is why we call this term a constant term. This does not change throughout this pattern. But what changes here, and the common difference does not change. I keep multiplying by 4 squares, right? I have 1 here, that means I multiply by 1. I have 2 4s here, that means I'll multiply by 2 in the second pattern. In the third pattern, I need to multiply it by 3. So n here, I need to multiply n by 4. The common difference here. The square that I keep adding 4, I keep adding 4, I keep adding 4. This is the 4. This n stands for, which pattern am I standing in? Is it the first pattern? I multiply by 1, I say 4 plus 1, I get 5 squares. 4 plus by 2, I get 8, then I need to add this 1. Why born? This is just doing this thing by inspection, analyzing the pattern. But don't panic. Don't panic. So they said here, determine the general term. General term, they want us to find the formula of the equation, the rule. They use these terms here. So don't calculate anything, please. They want the formula that you will use to find more terms. What is the 6th term, the 5th term, the 50th term? But grade 9, there is a formula that we can use here to find these this general if you don't understand what I've just demonstrated here. So there is a formula. The formula is Tn is equal to An plus B, and A is a common difference, right? The common difference. The value of this term minus the value of that other term. So this will be 5 here, the value of this term, the first term, this one will be 9, likewise this one will be 13, and as you can see we have a difference of a 4. So this one B, we find B using, you're gonna see we use the term value, and which term is the position and the term value. So that is what we use to find B. Don't worry about B. But like I explained through our inspection here, is constant throughout this. So as you can see, this square does not change, but we keep adding 4 around the squares. So B is a constant. It does not change. But I'm going to show you how to get B. So to get A, we just say Tn is equal to, what is the common difference? Is a 4. We keep adding a 4 to get another term. So if they ask for the next term, we say 13 plus 4. That is what this means. So 4n plus b. So now our problem is b now, right? We write our equation in terms of Tn plus n plus y1. So we need to find what is b. Okay, so Tn, what is Tn? We can use the first pattern. What is the value of that one? Tn means the value of it. What is the value? It's 5. We're gonna use, you can use 9, you can use 13, but it must correspond. If you use 9, you need to say it's in position 2, 1, 2, term 1, term 2, term 3, y1. So 5 is equal to, this is in 4. What position is it in? In the first pattern, 1 plus b. So now you can see we have numbers. We just need to isolate b. This is 4. What is 5 minus 1 is equal to b. So b is equal to 5 minus 1, which is 4. What am I doing? sorry. So I need to say 5 minus 4. This 4 goes to the left. It says 5 minus 4. So b is equal to 1. Now I realize that I made a mistake when I get to the answer, because we must by no doubt get a 1. So 4 goes to the left, go to the other number, then we are left with b. Then 5 minus 4 is 1. b is equal to 1. I'm sorry about that. I don't know. I was thinking about the 1 and then I transposed it. I'm sorry. But b is equal to 1. But you don't stop here. You say therefore our general term is equal to, you don't no longer say an, you say 4n. 4 stands for the common difference. Then you say plus what? Plus 1, which is our b, the constant term, the constant value, sorry, that does not change. You can easily find it by analyzing the pattern and see that this square in the middle does not change throughout. So that is our constant. But what is the common difference is 4. So you need not to go through all that nasty thing. But for me, I would have taken 1 minute without using the formula. But for you, you need to use a formula because you are still young. So thank you. I'm gonna see you on the next video. Keep well.